Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, beautiful people of the internet. It's me. It's that boy. Here to play some fucking Slay the Spire on this wonderful Friday afternoon, morning, evening, or however time zones work wherever you are in the world. I don't know. Capulet, you're in Australia. Is it still Friday for you? Because I'm pretty sure it's the evening for you right now, yeah? Thank you for welcoming me, Dad. I feel welcome. Dude, I'm glad that you feel welcomed, Caffey. I'm glad that you feel welcome. That's why I said welcome in. I said it 3 times just for you. It's Saturday morning? Okay. So that means you're from the future, right? That's what that means? Because, like, if it's Saturday morning for you and it's Friday, yeah. Okay, all right. All right. Cool. Awesome. Great. Tell me what's going to happen tomorrow. Tell me what's going to happen tomorrow. That's what I need. That's what I need to know, Kat. Welcome in, Rocks. Welcome into brand new. Hey, brand new. What's up, Big Dog? Rocks. Rocks, you've accomplished quite the feat on this Friday afternoon. You actually beat Stream Elements into the chat. And it wasn't like you were just in there before, right? Like, right when I went live, you sniped in the message right before Stream Elements did, right? Which is, I don't think anyone's ever done that before. So definitely hats off to Rocks. 12-7 is like 9-11 times a billion. Keep your head down. All right, you got it. You got it. Fuck Stream Elements? Yeah. You guys got to hop in the chat just to beat Stream Elements, right? Just the style on Stream Elements. The sign still says "fuck Stream Elements," so we gotta fight the good fight against our robot overlords. Okay. So a couple reasons that I'm doing Slay the Spider today. One, I have to end a little bit early today. I got to end around 5 because I have to go leave and do something. But another reason is because based off of my limited interactions for how the day worked, today is the day where everything goes wrong, right? If you guys ever have one of those days where you're just like, oh, this is one of those days, right? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys my little experience, right? So I'm trying to sell my old trading cards on eBay, right? And one of them sold, right? So I went to go print out the receipts to mail it in and ship it off to whoever bought it. Well, my printer was out of ink, right? So I was like, fuck, okay. Went to goddamn Staples, fucking like $100 for goddamn ink. It's Magic cards. I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering cards. Went to Staples, $100 in fucking ink. Came back, right? Try to wrap it up in the envelope. The envelope won't seal. And I'm like, what the fuck? Turns out the specific envelope that I had out of the box was defective. And it didn't have the sticky juices on the lid of it, so it couldn't seal. So so I pulled out another envelope, right? And then I was like, fuck, I need tape. Where the fuck is my tape? I don't know where the fuck my tape was. I couldn't find any tape. I asked my roommate. I was like, hey, bro, you got any tape? He's like, yeah, bro, I got you. He looks around his room for like 3 minutes. He finds 2 things of tape, right? And he hands me both of them. And both of them are so old that they do not function as tape anymore. So I cannot use what he gives me. I find some duct tape like under my bathroom counter. I use that. I, go back out to my car so I can drop it off at the post office once I got it sealed up. And my phone is going off because I had an alarm set. And in order to turn my alarm clock off, I have to do math. But I already went out into my car, and I was already starting to drive, so I had to park somewhere while my alarm was blaring, right? And I was like, God damn it. So I had to do the math physically because I can't use the calculator when the alarm is going off. So I needed a piece of paper. I couldn't find a piece of paper. I finally found a receipt like under my fucking car seat in the back. Grabbed that. Grabbed a pen. Pen didn't work. Grabbed 2 more pens. Neither of those pens work. I go through 7 pens that I have in my car and just chuck them into my back seat until I finally find one that works. I use it, right, and then I go to the post office, right? So that limited that limited sample size, right? You know, just a bunch of those little things. That told me everything I needed to know about today. And I do not want to play Battle Brothers with those sorts of vibes, right? Because that means that somehow the stars are going to align and everything's going to go wrong. So I'm like, nope, no way. We're doing pretty okay in the run so far. Let me not do that. So those are the reasons as to why I decided to do Slay the Spire today. So there's a little thing. Come is a perfect sealer. You could have used that on the envelope. Reddit has tested and proved this. I don't believe anything that Reddit has tested and proved. There, Rocks. You know, but I feel like I feel like if you're gonna do that, you might as well use water for the envelope, right? That'd probably do the same thing, right? Reddit is very serious about their cum stories. I have also tested it and can back Reddit on this one. Hey, Salsamander, what's up, big dog? How you doing, man? How's school going? Finally got a stream, dude. I'm glad that you did. The rest of you guys, y'all need to understand. Salsamander's one of the OGs, okay? He was here before it was cool, right? You know, that's just how it is. Brand New might have been in here first before Salsamander. I can't remember, right? You know, but yeah. Always good to see Salsamander back up in the chat. We're gonna do some Slay the Spire. Okay, so we're playing the Defect character. This is the Defect starting deck, right? He was here probably before me. Brand New, you think you were here before Salsamander? I was here after it was cool because I'm not fucking lame. Like the OGs, you gotta be cool before I turn up, okay? Alright, Cappy, alright. See, that's an opinion, and you're entitled to that. This is the Defect starting deck, and we're on Ascension 7, which means when you get Ascension 1, Elites spawn more often, and 2, normal enemies are deadlier, 3, Elites are deadlier, 4, bosses are deadlier, 5, you heal less after boss battles, 6, you start each run damaged, that's why we're starting at 68, and normal enemies are tougher. So we're going to talk to Niao, we're going to see what options we have. Slay the Spire is goated, best game I ever got on my phone. Dude, I fucking love Slay the Spire. 100%. So I've already gotten to A20 on Silent. Silent's my favorite character. But I'm trying to climb with Defect as well. So we got a few options here. So we can either choose a random card. It's just another card reward like you would get at the end of a combat screen. You can get 3 random potions. You can relic swap, or you can lose 7 max to transform 2 cards. Now, relic swap on Defect is probably better than the majority of people. You think boss relic here? I don't know. I'm kind of liking the lose 7 max transform 2 because I literally don't lose any HP. I don't use any HP, and I can transform 2 cards. And transform early on is pretty decent. It's pretty decent because basically every card you could get is better than any of these cards, except maybe Zap. You know, so I think I'm leaning that way. I mean, unless you have a significant erection in the direction of boss swap relic here, there, Salsamander, and I'd be interested to hear your reasoning as to why you think it's boss swap. Gamble, I guess. You just want to gamble? Okay, I mean that's legit. I mean, like, I feel like if I got this and then I got like Sacred Bark or something, that'd be lame, right? Extra energy absolutely might help. But there's a lot of the boss swaps that getting them early. So like Ectoplasm, for instance, right? 4 instead of 3 would be OP. That might be better than transforming 2 cards. And the cracked core of this isn't amazing. Isn't amazing on Defect. So like you could definitely get screwed over here, right? But if it works out, then it works out, right? I don't know. Here, Here, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll, guys. I'll leave it up to chat. Transform or boss swap? Because I'm leaving it up to you guys, right? That means that I can avoid responsibility and accountability, right? So go ahead and cast your votes in the minute poll we got, whether or not you guys want to do the transform or the obtain a boss relic. Those are your two options. We got one for transform and one for boss swap. Okay. If it's a tie, we shall use the wheel, as is tradition with the polls. We got two for the transform. Okay, all right. I'm thinking that I'm leaning towards transform, but only by like 3 to 4%, right? If a player who was much better than me said it's always boss swap here, then I would be like, okay, I don't think I could defend that, you know. Who voted against? I'm not sure. I don't know. The boss swap is definitely a gamble, but sometimes gambling pays off. While we're going to doing that, let's go ahead and check out our route and see kind of what's going on the map. We have the Guardian, pretty easy fight. We can hit 3 elite fights, so we're probably going to start somewhere in there. I am somewhat not shit at Battle Brothers. Slay Spire, I am cow dung. Okay, alright. Well, what ascension are you on, Salsamander? Do not trust your advice. Hey, dude, you know what, Salsamander? Respect for putting that out there. Because most chatters would not say that, and they would be like, yeah, I'm the best Slay Spire player in the world. You should listen to me. I know everything. Hey, Death Noise. Welcome in. All right, we got 2 votes for Transform. Welcome in, Death Noise. Nice to see you. Playing some Slay the Spire today. All right, so we're doing the Transform. Okay, so now the question of what to transform is a good question. Fun fact, I actually don't love dual cast all that much, if I'm being honest with you guys. I definitely think it's one defend, at least. I don't love dual cast all that much. In the early floor fights, it can be pretty relevant. I'd love to get rid of dual cast here, but I don't think it's legit. I don't think I know enough about what my deck's going to turn into to confidently swap dual cast here. So I think because I want to chain 3 elite fights together, I'm going to try to be as aggressive as possible. So I'm going to swap 2 defense. Oh my goodness gracious. Scrape all for one? Oh, guys, infinity is within our grasp. Oh my goodness gracious. All for one. Oh, wow. Oh my god. But I actually am the best Slay the Spire player on Earth, and I think you should go transform because Optimus Prime is cool. Alright, so that's great, Cavi. Guys, we got all for one on floor 1, which is insane because now we can actually build the perfect all for one deck, and Scrape, which is normally kind of a bad card in an all for one deck, is pretty okay. So that's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. So, now with that information, we're going to go here. So we've got this guy. So we're about to take some damage. 100% about to take some damage. Pretty lame, right? Pretty lame. So all for one only does 10. So we're going to defend, zap, plus strike instead of all for one-ing here. Because our deck just doesn't all for one very well right now. We're going to take 7, which is unfortunate. If I dual cast, that evokes for 16, and that puts him to 15. And then if I scrape, that's lethal. Okay, because I have the extra lightning orb. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got a colorless potion for our troubles. We got another scrape, we got a barrage, and a reprogram. I'm not the biggest fan of reprogram. You know, for me, how defect scales is with focus, and losing one focus is usually not the move. Second scrape could be okay. Barrage is also a potential option. You think it could be... Yeah, it might be second scrape. I definitely wouldn't take a third scrape, though. I think it's second scrape. I think we just need more damaging cards to consistently be able to chain together these early floor fights. Okay. So we're going to dual cast, and we're going to zap and strike. Put him to 33. Put him to 30. We're going to defend, double scrape. We have nothing that costs 0. When we upgrade a card, we might want to upgrade either zap or dual cast, because those upgrade to 0, which is relevant information. He's dead now. We successfully zeroed this fight, spent no resources. Got a second colorless potion. Kind of lame. Our first 0 cards here. We got our first 2 0 cards. Okay, so we got Turbo and we got Overclock. So Turbo and Overclock are kind of the same card, but also not. What Turbo does is it gains you 2 energy immediately for 0, which is great. But it gives a void into your discard pile, which whenever you draw it, you lose an energy. So you're basically going into debt for energy, right? Overclock is the same thing. You draw 2, but then you put a burn into your discard. And when you draw it, then that's obviously... Bro, Scrape is kind of like anti-laser guardian debuffs that do ethereal. That's true, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it gets rid of them, but you kind of don't want to get rid of them in that instance. You kind of want them in your hand so that they get out of your deck, right? But it does get rid of the burns, right? Which is relevant. So it's either Overclock or Turbo. So we got to think about like what's going to most often. I think I'm going to take Overclock because I think that there is a potential infinite loop here. And Overclock is a necessary piece of that. I am going to dual cast. I'm going to get 5 block. I'm going to take 5 here, which is unfortunate. Got a slime. We're at 55, all for 1 kills. There's a 0 card. It's a beam cell. Perfect. That's great. Okay, we're starting to build the machine. Okay. So now, because we have something very specific that we're trying to do, we have to kind of evaluate our route because this is the first time that we've had a decision. We're at 55. We have 2 colorless potions. Unfortunately, I don't think colorless potions in general are something that you can consistently use to cheese an elite fight, which is rough, right? So we have to think about our deck and how well it beats up the Act 1 elites, right? So we got to compare it against Gremlin Knob, Lagavulin, and the Tri-Sentries. So I think we want to go here because we can take this rest stop. We can either upgrade or rest if we need to. We can use both those colorless potions to take this elite fight. I'm confident that we can take 1 elite fight with double potions. I think this is the best route to do so. Well, actually, hang on. No, if we do that, okay, hang on. Let me stop. Dude, I want to go to this shop, but I also want to hit this burning elite. Yes. Okay. I want to go this way and hit this shop here. A later shop would be more beneficial than an early shop, I think. In general, I think that's true because at the start, you know, you're not going to have too much Oh my goodness gracious. We're going to take some damage here. I'm going to overclock. We found Beam Cell, which is great. Hey, Optimistic Fool. Welcome in, Fool. Nice to see you. Here's your hydrate. Thanks for the support. Hope you enjoy the Slay the Spire gameplay. We got the all for one on floor 1, which is insane. Infinity is within our grasp. We just need to not throw, right? We just need to not fuck it up. So nothing that we draw off a scrape would stay in our hand. So that's irrelevant, right? So then we'd want to just deal as much damage as possible and block for as much as possible. Is it worth it to colorless potion here? Probably not. No, I don't think so. So then scrape with vulnerable deals 10. So double scrape does 20. Dual cast plus scrape does 26. Dual cast plus zap. I think it's dual cast scrape. We're gonna lose some cards. That's okay. We're taking 9. We have a burn, which is unfortunate. We're taking another 4 damage. We're taking another 6 damage. We can beam cell, and then we can all for one. All right. Took some damage there. Not the best. Okay, here's another 0. Second overclock, I don't know if is worth it, is the problem. Charged battery may or may not be a necessary evil. I was hoping to get like a compile driver or a barrage or something here, but I didn't. Charged battery is a pretty okay card, so I think we're going to take it. So now we got to take the guaranteed fight. I think we take the guaranteed fight. All right, it's against Thief Man guy. We're going to scrape. We got charged battery, which is great. Oh, that's just lethal. There we go. Okay. Got a fear potion. There's the turbo. Hologram, though, is another key piece for this combo to work. I think we got to take hologram. Okay, now we have a really big decision. We have a fear potion plus 2 colorless potions. I think we need to upgrade here, which really sucks. Really sucks that we have to upgrade here. So all for one goes to 14. And hologram loses its exhaust. That's such a powerful effect. So here's the thing. If we're against Lagavulin, then we want hologram upgraded, right? You know, I think the more that I think about it, I'm actually worried about this deck's ability to beat Lagavulin right now. No, we're just going to thug it out. We're going to thug it out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We have a rest after this. It's going to be fine. We're going to upgrade hologram because that's what we're supposed to do. That's what the deck needs. And we're just going to hope it's not Lagavulin. It's not. All right, so it's Gremlin Knob. Okay. Awesome. So, we're going to drink this colorless potion. Panacea. Perfect. Perfect against Knob, because that gets rid of his... Because he's going to smack us for vulnerable. That's fantastic. We're going to give him some vulnerable. I'm going to finesse. Okay. I could just strike here. Or I could overclock, draw 2. I mean, if I draw all for 1 scrape. You know, let's go and overclock. We draw double scrape, which is better than strikes. Get another vulnerable. We're going to strike. Okay, so we took out half of his health. We're about to take 8. I'm going to all for 1. Got another beam cell. Strike. That was dumb. I thought I had 1 more energy. I don't. All right, so we're taking 8 here. The Panace triggered, which is great. This evokes and this kills. Okay, all right, cool. So we took 10 damage off of that. We got the Kunai, which gives us dex every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn. That's going to be really good for our all-for-one infinite combo deck. And oh my goodness gracious, we got a Seek. We got a Seek in our all-for-one deck. Goodness gracious. Okay, all right. So we're going to go to this rest site. We do have to rest here. We absolutely have to rest. No question about it. We can go to this chest. I can't give up Lantern. Absolutely cannot give up Lantern. So if I take this elite fight, no matter what, I'm going to have to double elite fight with no potions. Oh man, you can do it. All right, Salsamander. Thank you for the pep talk. I think that's what I needed. We're gonna beam cell this guy in the back. We're gonna scrape him. We're gonna overclock. We're gonna zap. I'm going to hologram and pick up Zap again so that I can play it, so that I got 3 lightning orbs. That's going to help us in passive damage. Going to all for 1. Pick up Beam Cell. That's lethal right there. We're not going to play any of these. We're going to have to eat 10. Oh, Kunai triggered, so now we got an extra block action going on. Okay, so now we need RNGs just to hook us up, guys. We need RNGs just to make it so that, oh, there's the beam cell in the yard. That's bullshit. If I draw a scrape, then I definitely draw the beam cell. But I'm gonna take 10 as the problem. I might get Seek. The problem is 17. 17. That's 17 if I draw the beam cell. Okay, so if I scrape now, deal 7, that puts him to 22. I draw the beam cell. I put him to 19. I all for one. Pick up beam cell again. Put him to 6. I think I have to go for it. I'm going to overclock. I'm going to all for one. What could I draw? I could draw a Seek, but nothing to play it with. I'm going to beam cell, and I just need 2 out of these 3 to hit this guy. I really need it bad. Okay, all right, there we go. The game hooked us up. Thank you, game. We appreciate you. Okay. Now, what's in my deck? What can I seek for? Is there a way I can kill here? This just kills. Yeah, this is just lethal. So, okay, all right, cool. Took some damage. Not ideal. We got the Omamori, which negates the next 2 curses we obtain, which is great. I hope we find opportunities to do that. Steam Barrier might be necessary evil. Turbo is a pretty okay piece for us. Might be Go for the Eyes as well for our All for One deck. We have 3 zeros for our All for One deck. I think we're going to take Go for the Eyes because that is both offensive and defensive. We need a good event here, please. Okay, this is a good event. This upgrades a card. This is perfect. This is great. Okay, now what are we going to upgrade? Probably Zap. Yeah? Probably Zap. We're going to do some Acid Jazz again. No, not All for One. It doesn't do enough right now. It's either Zap, Dual Cast. That turns it into a 0. I think it's Zap. Okay, so now we have another choice. We can either take the Elite Fight now at 25. Hope that the Strength Potion gets us there. It's probably going to be against Lagavulin, which is not ideal. Or we could take this fight first, hope that we can 0 damage it, right? And then we take the Burning Elite. I don't know. I don't think we can. All right, it's Gremlin Knob again. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. I'm gonna Zap. I'm going to Seek. I'm going to All for One. Zap. Dual Cast. If I hologram, I can play another Zap. Okay. All right. He's tagging us for 8. We're going to scrape. We got to go for the eyes. We got to beam cell. That was poor sequencing. What do we draw? We draw Double Strike, which we already have. Does this kill? This kills. Okay, we took no damage off a knob. We got the tiny chest. I'm definitely going to want to hit, Claw in the All for One deck. There we go, dude. There we go. We are in it now. Okay, made our way to the shop. There's a Dolly's Mirror. We got 280 gold. Okay, so the cards that we can choose from are Compile Driver, Barrage, Steam Barrier, Chaos, Heat Sinks, Good Instincts, Master of Strategy, Art of War, Gold-Plated Cables, Dolly's Mirror. A lot of really good options here. So Master of Strategy, 0 mana, draw 3. Problem is it exhausts. If we can find the Twisted Spoon, then that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. But we can't count on that. I think the all-for-one deck probably needs Good Instincts so that, you know, you don't immediately die to the heart. So I think you have to take Good Instincts. Now you got 194. You can't Dolly's Mirror plus card remove, unfortunately. You also can't Art of War plus card remove. If you do Dolly's Mirror here, what do you Dolly's Mirror? It might be all for one. And then you're looking for Madness so that you can make them both 0. Because that's true infinity, right? The Master of Strategy is really good. Even though it exhausts, it's really good. It helps you get very consistent. It's definitely not Heat Sinks, Chaos. It's probably also not Steam. It's none of these cards. It's none of these cards. So it's either Master of Strategy, Dolly's Mirror, card remove. It could be card remove plus potion. But no, I think... So we got 4 options. And really, I don't think Art of War is going to be worth it because we want to be chaining attacks off of all for one. So the likelihood that that's going to trigger is pretty low. So it's either Master of Strategy, Dolly's Mirror, or card remove. If we Dolly's Mirror, then we're probably Dolly's Mirroring all for one. We're already at 19 cards. I'm trying to think about what's the most powerful of these effects, right? So trying to get your deck as low as possible, especially a deck like this, is really important. Really, really, really important. I think we have to take Dolly's Mirror. Because having second all for one is going to make us more consistent than either removing one card or taking the Master Strategy, which exhausts, unless we could somehow count on finding the spoon, which we cannot. Alright, so we got a hallway fight. I'm going to overclock. I'm going to zap. I'm going to beam cell this chucklefuck. Then I'm going to seek for Good Instincts. I'm going to play Good Instincts. Then I'm going to all for one this guy for 15. Draw it all back. Play a zap. Then I'm going to Good Instincts again. I'm going to scrape for lethal. We discard all that, which is unfortunate. But we're already at max block. I'm just going to charge battery and beam cell and say go. Go for the eyes, hologram, pick up all for one. He's dead. Come on. There we go. All right, cool. Got another goal for the eyes. We had a Doom and Gloom and a Sunder. I don't know if the deck wants second go for the eyes. That's a little hard. That's a little hard. I mean, we're already... We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 3 consistent 0 attacks from our all-for-ones. That should be enough, right? Spam and pray, maybe? That doesn't seem like a good strategy there, Salsamander. By the way, Salsamander, if you have any questions about anything that I'm doing or my thought process, you know, I'd love to tell more and answer specific questions if they come up. I'm trying my best to you know, say my thoughts out loud. So you guys know my thought process. I don't think it's second go for the ice. I think if it was Slime Boss that we needed to take Doom and Gloom here, Sunder's great. But I don't think this is the sort of deck where we're going to be netting a whole lot of energy. So I think we skip here, actually. And we're going to come here. I don't think I can consistently take on Guardian with only 20 HP. So I'm gonna heal up. And we're gonna take the fight like this. Okay, so we're gonna good instincts, that was poor sequencing. I should have beam celled first. Then I'll all for one. And then I'll beam cell again, and then I'll claw, and then I'll good instincts and charge battery. Get another energy next turn. Doomtan Sunder, you might want to take after first stack. Yeah, so I think Sunder's good, right? And I think in the majority of Defects decks, you'd probably want Sunder, right? Because Defects has double energy, he has recycle, he has charged battery, he has meteor strike, he has plasma. There's a lot of ways the Defect has to gain a fuck ton of energy, right? You know, and it does, like, Sunder's best when you have a bunch of energy, right? And doing that is just like a free spell, right? I'm gonna zap here. Dude has thorns. I'm gonna hologram and I'm gonna pick up good instincts. I'm gonna play good instincts. Then I'm going to all for one to pick it up again. And then I'm going to claw. And beam cell. And zap. And I'm not going to attack this time. Hey, Insane Killer. What's up, Dad Boy? How's the Spire? Dude, I got this sick all for one deck brewing up. I'm pretty stoked about it, man. I'm quite stoked about it, actually. Okay, this is kind of lame. Because both all for ones are in our graveyard right now. Claw? Yeah, we do have the claw. I'm a fan of claw in the all for one deck. Probably only one, maybe two, no more than that. But we do have the claw. The claw. The claw. Yeah, I know, dude. The claw. Right? Man, it's gonna be great, dude. We're gonna be clawing for so much later. So I can seek, right? But what do I get? I can get scrape. Maybe I just... seek for this defend. I think that's correct, actually, which feels bad. But I'm just going to seek for the defend. And then I guess I'll dual cast. Okay. Yikes. All right, we can scrape. We got the claw. Claw does 11. That's just barely... Oh, no, it's enough with the orbs. Okay, so we can all for one. Pick up the claw. There we go. The claw was clutch right there, guys. The claw was actively good. Guys, I can smell True Infinity right now. I can smell it. It smells delicious. You guys like drawing cards? Ooh. Ooh. So do I. So do I. We're going to charge battery just to gain the energy next turn. I'll defend, hologram, pick up, all for one, I guess. I'll go for the eyes. I'll beam cell, I'll all for one, pick it all up, and then I can good instincts, zap, go for the eyes, beam cell, claw. And he's dead. There we go. Took 0 damage off of Guardian. Feels good. Got a power potion. Okay, so there's second Seek. Feels pretty good in the all-for-one deck. There's Buffer, and there's Rainbow. Solid options here. I think taking any of these is probably okay. This decision's probably close enough to where it's probably just better to take your preference, right? I'm going to take Seek. Now, these are some choices here, guys. These are some choices, okay? So for our boss relic, we can either take Black Star, which gives us an additional relic when defeated. Runic Pyramid, which means we no longer discard our hand. And Nuclear Battery. Now, we're trying to do a combo thing. Oh, dude, you got the pyramid emoji there, Insane Killer? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. No, I'm leaning towards pyramid as well. And here's the reason, guys. Here's the reason, right? So with Black Star, right, I got this tiny chest. Man, the next act, I am not going to be very aggressive. In Act 2, I am not going to be very aggressive. I mean, I might take an elite fight here or there, but I'm not trying to hit like 4 elite fights in Act 2. No. I'm trying to shape my deck, right? I'm trying to take a lot of question marks. I'm trying to, take a lot of rest, get a lot of upgrades, trying to make my deck more consistent. And I think Pyramid does that the best, so I'm not going to be getting the best value out of Black Star. Nuclear Battery is certainly an option. But with the amount of times that we're zapping for 0, it'll be gone pretty quickly. So I think we're going to take Runic Pyramid, as Insane Killer has foretold. Alright, so we got this guy. I said a lot of question marks. We're going to go this way. Alright, so we got the Thieves. We're going to target the guy with the lowest HP first. We're going to go for the eyes. I'll hologram. I'll play go for the eyes again to give him weak. And then I'll defend charge battery. I'm going to zap. I'm going to seek to find good instincts. Then I'm going to play good instincts. Then I'm going to all for one. Pick it all up. Beam cell. Go for the eyes. Zap. Good instincts. We're at 15. I'm going to scrape. Got another seek. I can get claw. I can get scrape. I don't have any defensive cards in my deck yet left. I guess I take Claw. And we hope that at least one of those hits. It does. Okay. All right. Cool. Then we have full block. Now we are guaranteed to draw the all for one. And now we can all for one, pick all that shit up again. And he's dead. We took 0 from that. Got a little bit lucky. Thank you, deck. Oh my goodness gracious. Shut up, phone. Thunderstorms expected soon. Second go for the eyes is a consideration, but I don't think we want two of those effects. No, I think we want to keep our deck lean and efficient. I don't think any of these has any place in the all-for-one deck. So we're going to skip that. I'll give you a potion for a relic. Got the Juzu bracelet. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Ah. Oh, man, we got hosed. All right, I mean, it's a relic. It's a relic. It's not the Enchiridion, but it is something, so. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. There we go, dude. Thank you there, Tiny Chest. So now if we take Medkit, then Overclock becomes literally free because we just play not literally, but basically free. So that's going to be a great piece. Okay. We're going to zap. I'm going to scrape. What do we hit? We hit an all-for-one. What do I want to seek for? Let's seek for Good Instincts. Let's play Good Instincts. Let's seek for another 0, like... I can't remember if Weak does anything against these guys. It does, okay. Now I can hologram to pick up all-for-one. Okay, there we go. We're gonna be skipping on Nyrul's Codex a lot. I just gotta be conscious about it. I don't think we want. Well, second Overclock's probably pretty good with Medkit, anyway. That was poor sequencing. Dual cast. Charge battery for full block. Aggregate's so good though. Here's free energy. Enjoy. Let's see if we had. Well, no, because this deck doesn't want to have. One, it doesn't want to have a big library. Two, we actively want our library to be as thin as possible. Ideally, we would want our deck to be literally 0 and to have our graveyard filled because we have hologram and all-for-ones, right? Like that's ideally what we would want, I think. I'm going to take Rip and Tear because I think it's pretty good against these guys. Okay, so this right here is perfect. Our deck is 0, so that means all-for-one's hitting all these, right? Zap, Good Instincts. We'll do that. We're going to overclock. We'll overclock again. There's a zap. Okay. All for one. Beam cell. Zap. Overclock. Overclock. Play this burn. End turn. That's pretty good against these guys. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, all right. Fire potion. Charge battery, force field, stack. I don't think... Well, there is an argument for stack. But I don't think we take any of these cards, unfortunately. All right, now we have a choice. Shop does nothing for us. This is another question mark, so I guess we're going to take this. All right, so we got these guys. This is the true test. This is the true test, guys. We're going to zap. We're going to good instincts. Charge battery, defend. We're going to strike. We're probably going to fire potion. I don't think we want any of those. We can go for the eyes. We can overclock. There's a beam cell. There's an all for one. We can pick it all back up. We can zap, and we can good instincts, and we can beam cell again, and we can go for the eyes, and we can overclock. We can also seek for the second all for one, so that we can do it all again. Zap again, good instincts. Beam cell, go for the eyes. If we overclock, what do we draw? We could draw the claw or seek into the claw. We did not. There's second claw, we'll take that. Alright, the game did not hook us up by killing this dude, which is really what we wanted it to do, which is unfortunate. Okay. Det, when have you trusted the one fart way too much and now you have a new stain? When have I? I mean, I can't think of a specific time. It doesn't happen very frequently. I suppose it'll happen more as I get older. Rox, you just got here. What a way to start the conversation. Every single man has in their life trusted that one fart way too much. I was the first person here. I was just taking his shit. Yes, I was gone for like 45 minutes. Don't question me. Why were you shitting for 45 minutes, dog? That's, I mean, I feel like that's bad for your circulation. You know? But I'm not your doctor, so do you, man. I have to navigate this very carefully or I die. If I seek what's in my deck. Claw. Okay, now he's dead. Now I can hologram. Okay, alright. Oh my goodness. I can understand now how people fall asleep on the shitter. I mean, that's... I didn't know that people did that, to be honest with you. Alright. I'm posture checking the best I can, Rox. I mean... If I hologram and I pick up all for one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It probably still has to be all for one. We just gotta hope we hit good instincts. We did. Thanks for not hooking me up there, game. We can play this wound. We can claw. We can scrape. We can charge battery. I'm going to dual cast. I'll overclock. I'll zap. Play this wound. We'll skip. Fiber is... You sit up straight. Fiber's overrated, I guess. I get why they said don't hold your shit now. Hey, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, Rox. I mean, I'm glad that you're learning things, dude. Bottled Flame. Do I want to start with an all for one in my hand? Probably, right? Let's start. Let's do that. Rebound, Genetic Algorithm, Blizzard. We're skipping all those. Question mark? Hey, it's a chest. There we go. Matryoshka. Next to non-boss chests you can open to contain 2 relics. With the Juzu bracelet and the tiny chest, I feel like that's going to pay dividends for us. Have another chest. We get the letter opener. That's insane in the All for One deck. I think we're going to need the Regal Pillow because we're going to rest soon. All that we can afford is a Steam Barrier. Oh, I would have loved to get Purity. Would have loved to get Purity. That would have been so good. Would have been so good. We could get second Beam Cell or Steam Barrier, or we could get a Fire Potion or a Blessing of the Forge. One wrong fart and it's all over. Yeah, it's wonderful. Fantastic. I think it's second Beam Cell. We're going to take second Beam Cell. We're going to go here, actually. Well, I do not have the HP required to do this, so I will not. So I will just waste an Omamori, I guess. Get fucked. Hello World could be anything. It could even be a claw. Oh yeah, no, I hate Hello World. I hate it. I hate it. It's easily my least favorite defect card. I hate it so much. I never want it. I hate Hello World. Definitely taking the card remove here. Probably strike. We have another fight. It's against the Plant Boy. What a dweeb. I'm going to overclock. Beam Cell. Claw. Seek for that chump. Good instincts. All for one. Pick it all back up. Beam Cell. Good instincts. Claw. Overclock. Beam Cell. Hologram. Pick up all for one. Oh, that's not how that works. Shit. Okay, yeah. There's a recycle. That's probably pretty good. We'll take that. I'm going to seek for Go for the Eyes. Play Go for the Eyes. I'm going to All for One. To pick everything back up, we're going to Beam Cell. We're going to Beam Cell. We're going to Claw. We're going to Good Instincts. Overclock to find Zap, potentially. Found the Zap. Feels good. Now I'm going to recycle to get rid of Strike so that my hand's big enough. And oh my goodness gracious, look at this, guys. Look at this perfection right here. Zero damage. There's a Meteor Strike, a Static Discharge, and a Sweeping Beam. Oh my goodness gracious. There's no way this deck can consistently play Meteor Strike. Literally no shot. Absolutely no chance. We're going to skip. We're going to go here. Taking the key is definitely legitimate. But what will we upgrade? Dual Cast? That turns it into a 0. Seek also gives us 2 cards. We're going to do Seek. And then we're just going to have to get all the keys in Act 3. And we're just going to hope it works out. Alright, so we got to scrape. Alright, cool. So we can go for the eyes. We can claw. I'm going to Seek for the other Seek to play this so that I can get Beam Cell, Zap. Beam Cell, Zap, Good Instincts, All for One. Beam Cell, Claw, Zap, go for the eyes. I'm going to defend just to get it out of my hand. I'm going to keep the Good Instincts though. We don't want any of these. We dealt 80 damage on turn 1. We're going to Good Instincts. We're going to Overclock. We're going to Beam Cell this chump. We're going to All for One him. Beam Cell him again. Then we're going to Zap. Then we're going to Good Instincts. Then we're going to Claw. Then we're going to go for the eyes. We have 1 mana remaining. I'm going to scrape so that I go ahead and reshuffle my deck. Okay, I'm going to Overclock and Beam Cell so that I'm likely to draw the All for Ones. We'll skip. Okay, we're going to Zap. We're going to Good Instincts. We're going to Beam Cell. We're going to All for One. Pick them all back up. Beam Cell. Zap. Go for the eyes. Overclock. There's a burn. We have the med kit, so it doesn't matter. Once again, I'm in a spot to where I'm incentivized to try to shuffle my deck again. We'll take Recycle. All for One, do it all again. Beam Cell, then we Claw. Then we go for the eyes, and then we Good Instincts. Then I'm going to Dual Cast, actually. So he's going to debuff me, right? Which is pretty rough. So I'm going to take this buffer as a preventative measure. Anticipating a big smack soon. Get rid of burn. We're going to zap. We're going to overclock. I'm going to recycle to get rid of strike. I can hologram to pick up all for one. Seems pretty good. Beam cell, claw. Go for the eyes. We probably should have go for the eyes instead of clawing there. We should have clawed the big guy. That was kind of a little dumb. And we'll skip on all those. So, like, responsible use of the Nilreese Codex is actually pretty okay, right? Because then, like, if you're missing a couple pieces for your combo, maybe you find them mid-battle, right? That's legit. We're going to zap. We're about to take a lot. We're about to take a lot. We just reshuffled everything. We have buffer. The problem is the buffer isn't actually going to save us. It's only going to prevent this 10. And then we're still eating 47. Which is pretty lame. Fun fact for you. I could scrape. I think I have to scrape. Overclock. We found all for one. We can overclock again. We have to beam cell and we have to hope. We'll take Seek. Nope, looks like we're taking a lot. Oh well, we're at 11 now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Goodness gracious. I can buffer this turn. This saves me from this big kahuna right here. I have 7 cards. I want to play 1 card exactly so that I don't draw any more. And I draw exactly those cards. So probably charge battery just to get the energy next turn. And we don't want any of those. Okay, buffer hooked us up. Thank you, Nilreese Codex. Appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to beam cell. Then we're going to go for the eyes. We have another Seek, which is great. Need to get cards out of my fucking hand. Okay, alright, cool. Now I can all for one to pick all that stuff back up. We can zap. We can beam cell. We can claw. Maybe I just pick up Claw? I think I just pick up Claw for an extra 28. And then I overclock. Oh, and then I can Seek for Claw. And then he's dead. Claw saved me. Claw saved me. Claw literally saved me right there. Oh my goodness gracious. Third all for one. Do we want the third one? I don't know if we want the third one, guys. Maybe we do. Do we even have any power cards for Amplify? I don't think so. We have 0 power cards for Amplify. 3 might be a little much, yeah? God damn, this is hard. I didn't expect third all for one. I mean, I'm definitely not taking either of these. So I'm either taking third all for one or I'm skipping. You know, let's try out the 3 all for one deck. Why not, right? We have the Omamori for the calling bell. Oh my god! Yes! Yes, dude! There we go. And we got the lizard tail, the courier, and the preserved insect. Wow. Wow. Dude, I have like so... Oh, not Time Eater. No! Dude, no. Not in my 3 all-for-one deck. Not Time Eater, bro. Come on, dude. God damn it. Fuck. That's bullshit. Well, I literally have to go this way. Because I don't have any of the keys. Didn't hit any zeros. Yikes. We'll skip on these. Fusion, stack, or leap. I don't think we want any of those. We're gonna seek. We'll skip on all those off of the codex. Man, getting Time Eater. Man, it seems like whenever I try to go for the infinite stuff, Time Eater's always there. Just wait. Just salivating. We are taking 7, which is unfortunate. I'm starting to think that maybe the third all for one just wasn't it. Okay. Second hologram's pretty good. We'll take it. But I wouldn't have taken it if it wasn't upgraded. Bronze scales. Definitely taking the key. Go for the question mark. I don't know if I can resist. Oh, guys, I can't resist. I can't resist. I can't resist. We just gotta thug it out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. Oh boy. It is most definitely not fine. This is the worst. This might be the worst possible draw. My God. We can get our claw counter up. All for one, good instincts. Play good instincts. All for one. Pick up good instincts. Go for the eyes. Claw again. Probably scrape. Get seek. What do we seek for? Probably zap, I guess. My goodness gracious. Probably should have taken buffer there now that I think about it. If I all for one, then I pick up good instincts. And that gives me enough block for the turn. But I want to make sure that I'm doing all my attacks first. And I'm also applying this weak. I'm going to go ahead and overclock. Another beam cell. Okay. I mean, we're going to get a rare relic, so hopefully that's worth it. Probably fucking won't be. Call offer lethal. We got the peace pipe. I mean, that's great. I would have loved to have had that earlier on in the run. Do we take electrodynamics? I think we take electrodynamics. I want to go here, but I can't because I have to do this. Oh, geez. Okay. We could potentially 0 damage this guy. I haven't been finding a whole lot of potions recently. Why is that? We just barely got full block there. We can claw. We can seek for the other seek to do this so that we can get all for one plus go for the eyes. Go for the eyes, all for one. Pick it all back up. Then I'll dual cast. Alright, we're taking 0. We'll get boot sequence. I hate these strikes in my deck. I hate the fact that they're still here. You know, maybe copying the all for one with Dolly's mirror wasn't the move. In hindsight, the card move would have paid way more dividends. I'm going to overclock. Found beam cell. We found zap. I'm going to scrape. Got boot sequence. We got good instincts. I mean, that gives us full block, yeah. Take recycle. We're going to good instincts. I'm going to recycle electrodynamics. Overclock. Claw. All for one. Good instincts. Claw. Overclock. Got another all for one. Alright, we're full block. We'll skip. I'm going to hologram to pick up recycle so that I can play recycle to get rid of strike so that I can all for one. Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Another beam cell is a defragment. It's a reprogram. I don't think third beam cell's it. Do think we want to take defragment plus. Please no Reptomancer. It is Reptomancer. Alright, might just be dead. Might just be dead, guys, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll take boot sequence. I have a feeling we're going to need it. Good instincts. There's no way we kill this turn, yeah? But I could get all for one so that I could maybe... Jesus Christ, dude. I think Reptimancer's ending this run, guys. Okay, let me do some math. I'm about to be smacked for 49, and I have 18, which means that I need to assemble. I mean, there's no way I deal 113 damage this round, yeah? Not with 3 energy. I was hoping that I would get the Madness event or something. No sense in thinking about coulda, shoulda, wouldas. If I hologram here, I can get all for one. If I play all for one, I now have 0 mana, and then I can Good Instinct Zap Beam Cell, which does not neither kill. Like, so that would kill the dagger, and then I would gain 7 block, which is 20. So that doesn't do it. If I hologram, pick up Good Instincts, that's plus 13, plus 8, 21, plus 6, 28, plus 7, 35, 46. I'm 3 damage short if I full block here. If I hologram and pick up good... Maybe I should scrape. We're going to scrape. Okay, we can go for the ice. That saved us a lot of damage. If we beam cell and then claw. Now what do we do? I can't hologram pick up all for one anymore. If I hologram, pick up Good Instincts, then that's 15 plus 9, which is 24, plus 7, which is 31, plus 11 is 42. Okay, alright. So we found a way to not immediately die. It's hologram, pick up Good Instincts, play Good Instincts, charge battery. Actually, if we get lucky with the lightning orbs here, we'll take the next claw. All right, we got. Okay, sorry, didn't take any damage. She's spending her turn to do her thing. We're gonna seek and find. We have no zeros. Well, why don't I just double all for one this turn then? Seems pretty good to me. And then I can seek and do nothing with that. I do not want to overclock there because I don't want my deck to reshuffle. We're going to skip. Boot sequence, Good Instincts. I'm pretty sure this just kills, yeah? Yeah, that just kills. Okay. Got the Nunchaku, which is great. That's fantastic. Got the Emerald Key, got the Gambler's Brew. A Core Surge, a Ball Lightning, and a Storm. Maybe it's Core Surge. An artifact is a very relevant We're going to take the Core Surge. Oh my fucking god, this guy. Alright. Is this favorable? 16. What if I seek? I can seek, find the other seek. Seek and get... Go for the eyes plus good instincts. Good instincts. All for one. It's attacking for that much now, which is a lot. Please? 12. Okay, alright. Now we're at full block. We'll take boot sequence. Okay. Okay, well, let's claw. Well, actually, no, we should have beam celled first. That was dumb. 9, 16 plus 7 is 23. So that's full block. So I don't know why I'm not just going to do that. Hologram, and I'll pick up all for one just so that I have that in my hand for next turn. I will take this buffer. I will absolutely take this buffer. Okay. If I all for one, what did I pick up? Good Instincts, Claw, Beam Cell, Go for the Eyes. That's 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 card will get left. As long as that 1 card isn't the card I need it to be, then we're okay. All right, it's not. We needed the Good Instincts. All right, he's attacking for 12. We're gonna all for one again. Attacking for 28. Tag it for 9. Okay. I'm going to defragment. We're going to skip on all these. Man, I need to go use the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm going to run some ads. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. We're back. Alright. We're about to be attacked for 30. Do not love that. I'm just going to defend to get it out of my hand. We're going to skip. Zap. Oh, we got so lucky there. We got so lucky there. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to take FTL. We're going to try that out. We're going to rest because we have to. We're going to go here. A question card. Kind of irrelevant at this stage. This is the second. That's the third. That's the fourth. So if I go this way, instead of this rest spot, then I get extra relic. But the chance that the relic is worth it are pretty low. So I think I have to go here, get the ruby key, get that out of the way. We're going to go here. Flash of Steel. Panacea, Enlightenment, Panic Button. I think it has to be Flash of Steel, yeah? Have to take the madness. So now we're at 37. We have another elite fight. We're going to remove one of these goddamn strikes. It's clogging up our hand too much. We take this elite fight. We got this guy. Should be doable. We'll take FTL. We'll claw. I'm going to put 2 all-for-ones in my hand. I'm going to strike. I'm going to madness. Okay, this one costs 0. FTL, claw. All-for-one, claw. FTL. Might as well take a seek. We'll scrape. I'm going to seek, try to find this madness. Please hit all for one. Actually. Okay, I'm going to seek to pick up hologram. To play. Actually, I have runic pyramid. What the fuck am I doing? I just wait for the opportunity to do it. And then we have true infinity. I don't think we need echo form. Beam cell, good instincts. Go for the eyes. Core surge. Hologram. Pick up the other all for one. Hologram. Pick up. Zap. Madness. We now have true infinity. No, we don't. We're close to true infinity. Oh man, there we go. There we go. We got the Tory. Man, that's awesome. A recursion. A recursion. Hold up. Wait a minute. A recursion. That's a 0. That's a 0 right there. I think we take recursion. Did we go here? Do we remove another card for Time Eater? I don't think we can. I'd love to get rid of a strike. Love to get rid of a strike, but I just can't. I just cannot do that in good conscience. So we're going to rest. Oh boy. Time Eater's here to stop all the fun, guys. Scrape, claw, overclock. I'm going to all for one. Overclock. We'll claw. Can we play 6 cards? Is there a way... What I'm trying to figure out, is there a way that I can make it to where... Okay. If I seek... For the other seek... Play this seek. Get all for one and... Good instincts. Play this. Damn it. Take skim. Oh boy. We'll skip. Okay, we're actually able to get full block there somehow. I'm going to defragment. I'm going to zap. I'm going to flash a steel. That was a misclick. God damn it. Oh, all right, yeah, no, I need a stretch. That how many nickels is in a penny? There are no nickels in a penny. I have 2 cards left to play. Should probably do Flash of Steel. Okay. I can't figure out that math, so you're right. 1 nickel is worth 5 cents, 1 penny is worth 1 cent. So, yeah. So, 1 nickel is worth 5 pennies. Am I just dead? Oh no, I have Lizard Tail. Oh wait, no, I'm at 3, so it doesn't matter. Okay, alright, awesome. Alright. I get the reward of fucking nothing? Alright, understood. Okay. Four times 15 is 60, and that's 42. No. That's 48. Have you gotten the chance to look at Inscription? Welcome in, Dylan. Yes, I did look at Inscription. Inscription looks cool. Inscription did pique my interest. Yeah, I'm trying to do a little bit more variety, you know, when I can. So this dude's attacking for 48. If I reinforce body for 3, that's 45. If I reinforce body for 2, that's 30. That's 44. So I need a reinforced body for 2. So I'm going to Electrodynamics to get that out of my deck, and then I'm going to reinforce body for the rest of it. I'm only going to take 1, which is fine. Okay. Oh shit, we only got 2 cards to fucking play. Yikes. Looks like I'm playing 2 defense. Okay, Lizard Tail triggered. Gotta get rid of this burn. We claw. We recursion. We go for the eyes. We scrape. We flash of steel. We beam cell. We beam cell. We zap. We hologram. We pick up all for 1. We play it. And then our turn's over because we got Time Eater. You son of a bitch. Fuck you. I can go infinite if you would just give me the chance. Fuck you, Time Eater. Oh my gosh, bro. This is bullshit, man. 90? You're attacking for 90 as if that's a reasonable thing to do? Come on, bro. 90? Are you for real right now? Dude, if I could just play more than 12 cards per turn, then it'd be chill. It'd be super chill if I could play more than 12 cards per turn, but I can't. I can play infinite cards per turn. It don't matter. Not against Time Eater. Bullshit. Fuck this game, dude. Okay. There's a reinforced body. We have 3 energy, and it's 10, so 17 times 3, 30, 51 plus 34. I mean, let's just do this, see what I draw. I have to do this. Okay, well, that only turns to 62. There might be a way to not die here. Okay. He is currently attacking me for 66. I have 34, which means I need to come up with 33 or more block. In order to do that, I need reinforced body. If I skim, I go to 2. I get reinforced body. Maybe. I maybe get reinforced body. Or good instincts. I have to recursion. I have to skim and hope I draw it. Did not draw. We did draw the good instincts though. So now if I beam cell, then I all for 1. It didn't give it back, you son of a bitch. Fuck you, guys. I needed that, dude. Come on, man. Come on, dude. No, I needed that, bro. He's at 10. Don't do me like this. Oh, god damn it, man. There's a specific order that I don't understand, that I need to understand when the game decides that it's going to pick up cards from my deck like that, from all for 1. I need to figure out what determines what cards it's going to pick up if it doesn't have the space to pick up all of them. Because I'm starting to think that it just does it in order of the one that was played first versus so that would make it so that the one that you played last doesn't get picked up if it doesn't have the space. That was a throw, guys. That was winnable. That was winnable. That was absolutely winnable. If I had structured that turn differently, first of all, if I drew reinforced body off the skim, then that would have been sick. I didn't though, right? But if I had just dual casted there, he would have died. So, you know, that's horseshit, right? Absolute buffoonery. God damn it, dude. This is fucking bullshit, man. Come on, dude. Fuck you, Time Eater. You're always there. Whenever I am on the verge of grasping infinity, you're always there because you have the specific ability that makes it impossible for me to do that. And I hate you for that so much. So it's currently 4:43 where I'm at in the world. I need to end the stream around 5. If I start another run, there's no way it'll be finished by then. All right, we'll do Q&As. We'll do Q&As for the next 16 minutes. You guys got me for another 16 minutes. Ask me whatever stupid shitpost question you like. We're literally wasting time. Rox, I know you got something. Hook me up, Rox. I mean, obviously, we could always go to Old Faithful, which is pizza toppings, right? Okay, who did you buy the van from, and why was it a guy with leather on? No, so when I bought the truck, it was in North Carolina, right? My girlfriend at the time found it on Facebook Marketplace, and then I, had her send that guy my phone number, and then I called him, and we kind of worked out the deal from there, and then I drove up to North Carolina. Yeah, you already figured that out from the plates? Yeah. Yeah, I drove up there, and he was like, it had been sitting in his yard for a while. The guy was from Philly, I think, originally, but him and his wife and kids moved to North Carolina for family reasons or whatever, and he bought it with the intention of converting it into an RV, right? As like a camper van to take the kids on the weekends and shit like that, right? So that's what he built it as, but he did a really shitty job. No shade to the guy, right? I mean, like, he's got kids, right? So, of course it was going to be a shittier job. You only had so much time to work on it, right? But I mean, like, it looked okay from the pictures. Absolute shade. Yeah, it was kind of okay. Right, dude? All right, let me just... So, the walls were, like, basically cardboard. Like, it was technically wood, but the wood was so thin that it was basically cardboard. Like, if you just pressed on the walls, it bended, right? And then when we ripped off those, right, there were leaks in the ceiling. When we ripped off all that stuff, there was styrofoam under it as insulation. He literally put styrofoam, like, out of a TV box like you would find in a TV box, and he put that behind the walls as the insulation. So much shade, you might as well be the god of Moses for you blocking out the sun with how much shade you're throwing. Dude, I mean, because I've had to unfuck everything that he's done, right? You know? How to freeze to death 101. Yeah, I know. So, I mean, obviously didn't use it, right? Like, he was planning on doing more work to it, but life got ahead of him, right? So, he was trying to get what he could out of it. It had been sitting there for quite a while, and I'm assuming that his wife kind of came to him and was like, honey, darling, we need to get rid of this piece of shit in the front yard because we're clearly not using it. You know, so there's mold in the truck because of the leaks, right? You know, I think it was an insurance scam to kill his wife and kids for the money. Maybe it was. I mean, I can't say that it was or wasn't. It's not something that I have information. I don't even know the guy's. I think his name was it's either Richard or Ricky. It was one of those. You know, I can't remember. It was one of those. He was the original owner, right? He bought it from some other guy, I think in Philly, right? And the original owner, I am not doxing. I am not doxing. I'm not even confident that's his name. But the original owner apparently, like, just went up to the factory and just bought it from the factory, like, incomplete for some reason, right? So what the vehicle is filed under is super weird, like, as far as, like, the tag office is concerned. And I don't really understand how the fuck that works, right? But the original guy bought it out the factory. He did some shit to it. He sold it to this guy. And he fixed it up by putting styrofoam in the fucking walls. And, you know, and he had, like, all these benches and car seats and stuff in the back of it that obviously had to go, right? And so, you know, I ripped those goddamn things out. What is it running for an engine, by the way? I mean, like, what engine is in it? I have no idea. I know it's a powerful engine because it's loud as fuck whenever I crank it up, you know? That's about all I know. I mean, it's enough to pull a 15-foot box truck. The thing's pretty powerful. Exactly how powerful, I don't know. That's I guess I'm a filthy casual. Just take a pic in the future. I can fucking figure it out. All right, cool. I'll take a pic. I'll take a pic of the engine. I don't know why that's relevant though. If I'm being honest with you, like I don't get. As long as the engine functions and it can pull the vehicle, isn't that good enough, right? Oh, you're a car guy. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll try to take a picture of it next time, right? But yeah, that's the guy that I bought it from. So that's that question relatively answered. He wasn't trying to do what I was trying to do. So you are gonna fucking die if it shits out. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, that's legit. Yeah. That's true. But yeah, like he was not trying to do what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to get it to be as off-grid as possible so that I can park it out in the fucking desert for a week and just vibe, right? He was trying to take it and, you know, go to campgrounds and plug into shore power and all that stuff. That's what he was trying to do with it, which is legit. Like that's fine. That's just not what I'm trying to do. So like everything that he did, like he put in an AC unit that's powered off of propane, right? I'm not going to fucking use that, right? So that had to go. He put in, like, a shore power plug outlet. I'm not going to use that. That's got to go, right? All the walls and ceilings were shitty, so that had to go. His insulation all had to go, right? His windows were leaking. Oh, dude, the windows? Holy shit, for the longest time, right? I thought that the windows had to be replaced because water was leaking in, right? Come to find out, as I finally get all the wood, like, off of the walls, right? when I unscrewed this one long beam that went long ways that was attached to the windowsill, right? The wood that was holding the window up just fell off. They used wooden blocks to seal the window, and that's why it was moldy. Like, yeah, that's like, so, I mean, I might be able to reuse the windows. I don't know. But like this whole time, right? I was going to say reseal it, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to reseal it now. That's the main project. The main project is to get it completely sealed, and we're pretty close, pretty close to getting completely sealed. Then we mold, fumigate, bomb the fuck out of it. And then after that, we can finally do, working on the inside and all that shit. The fun stuff, But all that shit's got to be out there first. Oh shit, here come that boy. Manifest, you came in just as we're calling the stream a little bit early. Have we found God? Dude, Manifest, dude, go back and watch this run. Please go back and watch this run. It's on the YouTube, okay? Dude, we found All for One on floor 1. I took the Transform 2 cards, lose 7 max HP. I got Scrape and All for One right out the gate. And I was like, fuck yeah. I made it all the way to Act 3, got Time Eater. Still almost won, then I punted the last turn and then I lost. Right? Yeah, we're using spray foam insulation. And because I need to end at 5, it ended like 5 minutes ago. Time Eater just clapped my cheeks like 5 minutes ago. I did literally find infinity though, right? Did literally find infinity multiple times, but doesn't matter against Time Eater. Get wrecked, right? But please go back and watch this run. This is the only run that we did today, so it's like it was pretty sick, right? And if you notice any mistakes, then go ahead and let me know. Yeah, so I just open it up for random Q&A for the last few minutes here. If you're having troubles finding air pockets, by the way, put down some blanket in the inside and just pour water where you think the holes are. You mean like pour water on the roof sort of thing? But yes, Dylan, we are going to use spray foam insulation. I would also just say for upkeep, fucking check the suspension. If you put weight on that thing, the suspension is unknowing fuck. That's going to ruin your day. Okay, I mean, that's legit. I got the rust on the bottom about half cleared off, but I mean, some of the harder reach to parts like that, I might have to take to like an actual shop. I don't know if I can DIY that or not. I mean, I guess for the hard reach spots, I could just spray paint over it and hope that that's good enough. Right? Is there an ETA on Van being up and running? It changes every week, man. I don't fucking know, dude. I am flying through life by the seat of my pants. I'm trying to find something that works, and there's a whole bunch of things that might work, and there's a whole lot of things that definitely won't work. And every time that I make one step forward, 2 steps knock me back, right? Every week it gets pushed back by a week. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's the gist of it, right? I mean, yeah, I honestly have no idea, right? Like, the goal isn't to get it like 100% Gucci Gang bougie mode, right? The goal is to just get it functional enough so that I can take off and I can still have power and food and electricity and all that shit, right? Like that's the goal, you know. But fun fact, trying to seal up a box truck is a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of Flex Seal, you know. I come from Car Dad, so I got all my shit done from him. I mean, yeah, that's great. You know, I mean, you know, my folks have helped a little bit, right? So I'm thankful for that, right? I'm still doing 80% of the work, but they'll chime in. You know, they'll give some guidance here and there, right? So I'm thankful for that. But I mean, they're not mechanics or anything. You spent $1,400 on my car this week? Get wrecked, dude. Whoa. Get wrecked. What did you spend $1,400 on there, Manifest? Everything needed to be fixed? Well, I mean, makes sense, I guess. If everything needed to be fixed, $1,400 seems like a decent price. New tires, brakes, rotors, spark plugs? I mean, I don't know. I'm skeptical of that. There, Manifest. Like, did you check that shit yourself, or did you just listen to the mechanic? Because, like, the car's from 2011? Maybe. I mean, I don't necessarily agree that just because the car is old, it needs all that. Yeah, like to me, that sounds like the stereotypical sucker package. Oh, 6 years? You had the tires on for 6 years? They're smooth as a fucking tortilla now, dude. Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. I'll cease my shit talking. Yeah. Smooth as my brain. Ah, I see. Most daily drivers need them replaced like at least every 2 to 3. That sounds right. You're not my real dad. Yeah, you tell him, Manifest. You tell him, bro. I'm going to pop out the raid category. But he was pretty disappointed too, I bet. Okay, so there are no Battle Brothers streamers? Wait, no. There's a guy named Battle Pashi. Okay, alright, so we got two options, guys. So we can either raid a Slay the Spire streamer, who I raided last night, or we can raid Battle Pashi, who's doing the No Town, No Loss, No Cheese Battle Brothers Challenge. He's the only English Battle Brothers streamer that I'm following. Battle Pashi's a Slurgy, bro? Okay, alright. Sounds like we're leaning towards Battle Pashi. Alright, cool. We'll do Battle Pashi. Alright. Alright, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I will see you guys next time, whenever that is. Have a good day. We don't have Stone to translate. It should be fine, though.